Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Alston. Thank you for coming to talk to me. I understand that you did get the audiogram from the audiologist for Tyron's hearing. Do you have any questions? I understand you didn't have an opportunity to talk to the audiologist about the audiogram. I'm happy to go over it with you. I'll be giving you more basic information than the audiologist can provide, but I'm happy to talk to you about that. First, I want to talk to you a little bit about what you're looking at here. It can be confusing. It's a lot of information. This first set of numbers here along the side, we refer to as decibels or loudness. That's how loud or how soft a sound set is. And this information at the top is pitch, frequency, how low, very low sounds on this side, or how high, very high sounds, like bird or a small child's voice on this side. You'll recall that the audiologist presented a number of sounds for Tyron to listen to and turn his head when he heard them. And when they were doing that, they were plotting the information here on these lines. And these are what we call thresholds. This information is letting us know at what loudness and at what frequency, what pitch can Tyrone hear and respond to a sound consistently. And the threshold is the softest sound that Tyrone can hear. So when he turned his head, what was the softest sound that he turned to consistently? And there's a lot of other information on this audiogram, and I'm going to try to go over it with you very briefly. Up here in the yellow is what we would think of as typical hearing for a child of Tyrone's age. This is not consistent over an individual's lifetime. We're really just looking at a small child like Tyrone in this audiogram. Here in the blue represents what we call a mild loss. Here in the orange, a moderate hearing loss. Here in the red, a severe hearing loss. And here in the purple at the bottom, a profound hearing loss. So up here, somebody would be able to hear very soft sounds. And as we go down the graph, the sounds get progressively louder. And recall that over here, very low pitch sounds. And as we move across the graph, the sounds get very much higher in pitch, much more like a bird or the very end key on a piano. The other information provided in the graph, of course, is Tyron's hearing. Tyron has both of his ears here are here plotted. The line with the round circles is the right ear, and the line with the X's is his left ear. And what this is telling us is that Tyron has in both ears, and pretty similarly has a moderate sloping down, see it looks like they're going down a hill, to profound hearing loss. That means that in low pitches, he can hear probably some speech sounds and a lot of other information. But as those pitches get higher, he has much more hearing loss. He's not able to access those sounds. The other information that we can see here are these little arrows. If you recall when you were in the testing, they did the headphones or the ear probe if he was accepting of it. Then they also did a test with a band around his head. That was called bone conduction. And so with bone conduction,